Yes, you read that title correctly. I'm leaving sales. I'm officially retiring from sales. But before you jump to conclusions, no, this isn't because it didn't work, right? It actually worked a little too well. And that's exactly why I'm making this video. So just a little bit of backstory. 4 years ago, I was working as a teacher's aide. I was a high school choir teacher's aide, and I was making just enough to survive for me and my new wife, but not enough to build the life I wanted. I couldn't provide the freedom, the security, or the lifestyle I knew was possible for me or my family. So I made what at that time felt like a reckless decision. I'd left the stability for more uncertainty, but for more opportunity. I stepped into sales. No guarantees, no salary, no safety net, no roadmap even, just the pressure of performance. Well, that was 4 years ago. And the last 4 years have been insane. Now, if you followed me at all, you know I don't talk numbers to impress you. I talk numbers to show you what's actually possible when you fully commit. In 4 years, I closed thousands of high-ticket deals, closed over 100 million in revenue, coached thousands of sales reps, earned well over 6 figures a month in commissions, and managed multiple sales teams to $1 million a month plus. And by every traditional metric, I won the sales game, right? So why would I leave? Here's the pivot. I realized something. Sales isn't the game. It's just one application of a much bigger skill. The real game at play in life and business is influence. See, sales is just influence applied in one way, just as much as marketing is. But influence applies everywhere, right? If you're a business owner, how do you influence top talent to join you instead of your competitor? How do you influence your team to care more, to be more motivated, inspired? How do you influence clients to trust you at a higher level, to renew, to upsell? If you're a manager, how do you influence performance without micromanaging? If you're a consultant, how do you influence belief before you ever pitch an idea? How do I sell a 50K package without the person even knowing what it is? I do it all the time. How do you influence decisions before you even talk about price? See, that's the real skill, and it's so much bigger than just sales. Now, when I stepped back and I looked at the patterns, the highest performers were not just good at closing, they were good at moving people. They could shift a room with their presence, guide conversations, make ideas feel like somebody else's instead of their own and imposed, create alignment instead of resistance. See, that's not sales, that is influence. And influence is the ultimate form of freedom. It's the ultimate form of leverage. It's the ability to open doors without pushing, to create outcomes without grinding. And it's the difference between playing business on easy mode versus playing it on hard mode. Now, if you don't understand influence, everything in business feels like friction, right? You have to convince, you have to chase, you have to explain yourself repeatedly. You feel misunderstood. And if you do understand influence, right, people lean in. Opportunities just naturally start to show up almost out of thin air. Conversations just naturally flow. Momentum builds and you stop forcing. You start guiding. You start being this magnetic force in the world around you. And that's the shift. So no, I am not quitting. I am graduating. Sales taught me the battlefield. But influence is the ultimate game that I want to play, not as a business, but just because I love it. Like, yes, I can just retire, and from now on, that's what I'm going to be doing with my life, is learning more about it and building a community of people who also want to learn about it. How to lead, how to persuade, how to command presence, how to frame conversations, how to understand human psychology, how to create alignment, because if you master influence, sales becomes easy. Leadership becomes natural, right? Business becomes leverage, and freedom becomes inevitable. This is the game that's being played. Most people don't know the rules. They think it's about effort. They think it's about some resume or credentials. They think it's about hard work. They think it's about luck sometimes even. It's not. It's just about understanding people. So you either learn how influence works. You unknowingly get influenced by everyone who does. That's it. So if this resonates with you, if you're starting to see that this is bigger than sales, I've built something for you. I created a free tier inside of my school community where we break down high stakes communication, influence frameworks, psychological principles that nobody ever taught us. And if you want to stop playing the small games and start mastering the real one, the link to join is down below. I'll see you inside.